Rival Steel may not have the Midas touch, but they probably have one of the most aesthetically beautiful barbell available on the market. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Danny with DD Fitness, and today I am going to cover the Rival Steel Fitness Royal Gold Bar. And I gotta tell you, this has been my go-to bar that I have been using for the last 2 or 3 weeks, just for me doing my workouts recently. This is a very, very nice bar from a company that is local in Michigan. They are a small son and pop shop. Andrew, who I believe is the son, is a very great guy that I've been working with. And he has provided me this barbell. Now, I did pay for this, so this is not given to me because I did want to support the company. But this is a very, very great bar that I think that a lot of people would really enjoy having in their gym. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the specs, some of the features on here, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the company and what they're offering to the home gym community. Okay, so this barbell from Rival Steel is, as you can see, completely gold plated. And it's the reason why I even just wanted to get it, because it is an absolutely beautiful bar. I just fell in love with it the minute that I seen it, because there's not too many bars that's out there that's like it. And I wanted to see how good it will hold up to some of the workouts that I do with it. And so far, it's been very great. So some of the specs that's on here is going to be very good for most people. I mean, this is going to fit in anybody's normal workouts at home gym. It has a 1,500 pound capacity, and the tensile strength on here is a 190,000 PSI. So this is a very good quality bar right off the bat, just because most people in the home gym are not going to even be getting nowhere near 1,500 pounds. So this is going to give you some good longevity in it. It does also come with 8 needle bearings in the collars. So it gives you a really, really good spin, as you can see. And it's just very, very smooth when it rolls out. Also, the knurling on here is very, very, very good. It peels my UHMW off of my J cups, and it feels very, very solid in my hands. And it, to me, is pretty aggressive. So I love that the knurling on here is very good. And I'll get some close-up shots of it so that way you can see it. But the knurling on here, I think a lot of people will severely like. It's not smooth, it's not passive at all. Now it does have a 28 millimeter handle on here, so it's going to be more traditional with the 28 millimeter Olympic bars and whatnot. So there's not going to be too much difference in that. Now the plating on here is scratch resistant, and I am wanting to believe that it is, because as I've been putting metal plates on and off, this thing has not shown any kind of wear and tear off bat. And I think that that's a really good coating that's on here. Now it is gold titanium plating that it's made out of. And also this barbell is designed in the US from the company. So I think that what they are offering for this and for the price is absolutely amazing. So just to show you how good the barbell is, I got some old metal plates on here, and I'm gonna put that on here just so you can see how good it is when it's getting put on there and it doesn't leave any scratches on there. All right, so my plates aren't really all that great looking. You can see they have a lot of wear and tear on them. They're bought off of the marketplace, so you can see that there's rust on the inside of this. So these haven't been really maintenance as far as cleaning them or anything. And just putting these on, as you can see that it's just going on and off. And I'm not even putting any pressure on there. I'm just putting on as regular plates, and you can see that it's not doing any kind of scratches on there whatsoever. Really, really good coating on there. Okay, so you can see that the plating on this was really, really good. So the next thing that I want to do is actually, we're going to take off one of the sleeves, so that way we can see how good the details is on the inside of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off this end cap, and let's see how it's built on the inside of this for these barbells. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is take off this spring. These things are always a hassle to try to take off. All right. Then we're going to knock out the end cap. Okay. All right, a little bit of difficulty, but looks like we got most of it out. And it is a little metal plate. It has a little bit of an emboss on there. Oh, I'm sorry. So it does have a little bit of an emboss, as you can see on there for that. So it's just it's better than the plastic one, but it does have this plastic cover that goes behind it as well to give it some more depth on the inside of it. Now there is another spring in here that we're going to take out for the second one. All right, perfect. And once we take off those two springs, you can just slide this back and then it's going to be a bushing. And then you have two more that locks in place that falls out to keep it locked in. And then you have another one. So then you have a second one that goes on there, and then you have your bearings that go right here. So very, very nice design, and you can just take this out. And as you can see, you have your brass bushings right there. And then you have your bearings on the inside, the needle nose again. And everything on the inside is just greased down really, really good. And as I mentioned, you can see how good everything just slides with these on there. All right, and then we're just gonna put everything back together. Then we got our two locking plates. Slide that back in place, put the spring back in place. And then we got our plastic cover. End cap. And the last spring. And there you go. So very easy to take off and put together. So this will be very easy for maintenance for people who do maintenance their sleeves on their barbells. Okay, so I just showed you the inside of this barbell. And as I mentioned, this thing is just, you can see that as I roll these sleeves hardly even are moving. I mean, they're just really, really, really good in how they're designed on the inside of them. And as I mentioned, they're greased down really, really good. So very easy to get on the inside to do maintenance. You only have two springs to remove. There's no bolts or anything like some barbells may have. So as I mentioned, this is just a very, very good design. Now, I have used this to push as much as 250 pounds on here. And it just feels really good in the hands. I used it the other day to do 5x5 with 225 pounds on there, and it just holds up really good. And as I mentioned, the knurling on this will eat through some UHMW. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's not uncommon for a really good barbell to eat into some UHMW. Now, as far as the end caps, I do like them, but one thing I did notice when I did take the springs out is kind of scratched the paint off a little bit. So just be careful when you're taking those end caps off because the paint coating on there is not too thick. Doesn't matter to me, honestly, but they are easily to be scratched for people who may do maintenance on their sleeves. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a drop just without any weights on here, just so you can see how the reaction is on the barbell. So just normal sounds like you would probably normally be used to with the barbell. But we're gonna go ahead and put some bumper plates on here and just see how it feels to drop them at waist level. Okay, so I have two 45s on here. Let's go ahead and just drop from waist level. Pretty dead stop. All right. We're gonna drop it from shoulder level for people who do Olympic weights workouts. I'm not an Olympic weight person, so please don't judge me on my form. All right, drop. Nice. Now, as far as this company, Rival Steel, as I mentioned, they're a small company out of Michigan. I've been in touch with Andrew quite a few times. We talked, and they're a really down-to-earth company. They also offer other equipment as, for example, they have a couple of fold-away racks that you can get. They do have a functional rack system that you can buy as well. Barbells, dumbbells, benches, plates. So they do offer a wide variety of options for your home gym. And the good thing about this company is that they are very competitive with their pricings. For example, to get this barbell, if you are local in Michigan and you are purchasing from them, the price for the barbell is $219. However, if it does have to get shipped, you can still get this under $250 at $249. Now, I do have an affiliate code with Rival Steel, and if you do buy anything off of their website, you can use my code DDFIT to save you 3%. It may not sound like a lot to you, but for $1 is saved is $1 saved. And this is also a small company that's trying to get bigger, so they have to be cautious in what they are offering for discounts. But in the end, you can still save you a couple of dollars by using DDFIT and purchase anything off of Rival Steel's website. Now, as far as the other barbells that they do have a couple of other selections that are a little bit cheaper in price just because of the coating and the finish that they have. They do have a Royal Gold curl bar as well. So if you do like the barbell and you want to have a matching curl bar, they do offer that on their website. So you can go to www.rivalsteelfitness.com, shop on their website, take a look at what they have. Like I said, for this, I just absolutely love this barbell. The only thing that I wish that it could have had made it a little bit better is if it was maybe a 29 millimeter, but then you're kind of going into power bar sizes. But I had to get back used to using a 28 because I've been using a 29 for a long time and actually just started using a 32. So I'm used to a bigger shaft, but this is going to be good for anybody who is doing, you know, Olympic weight workouts, just want to have a barbell to use for multi-use. Everything on here just feels really, really good. So I definitely do love this barbell, and I definitely would recommend this to anybody. So this is the Rival Steel Royal Gold bar. It is listed at $219 on the website, shipped at $249. Save 3% by using DDFIT. And visit this company because they are a small company that is growing, and they offering some very good competitive prices for a lot of their products. So this is Danny with DD Fitness, and thank you for watching and have a great day.